You guys talked about wing defense, and so Wednesday night we got we'll have we put to a test. Our wing defense will be put to a test against Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown on the 1 seed Boston Celtics. So guys, huge Eastern Conference matchup. You got us 3 seed playing against going to Boston to play the second time of the season. We played them opening night, and then this is our second time we're playing them. So for game predictions, who do you guys have, and what are you looking for? And no spread out yet for this one. So,
I think they're still waiting to see, is Marcus Smart still going to be out? I know he's been injured, but
GTD.
Okay.
Yeah. As much as I dislike the Celtics, I still don't feel like we can beat them in Boston. Just don't feel like it. Like I'm not as confident as I am playing other teams. Just something about that place. Maybe because I didn't have great success there. Well, in Philly I did. To the end of my Philly time, but I don't know, man. I just think that's a hard matchup for us.
Yeah.
And it's not that. Even with like Joel, like even when he gets numbers, it's still
hard.
It's still feel like it's hard. It still felt like their bigs, especially Al, play better than their averages.
Yeah, you know like they make them work for it.
Yeah, and they I almost want to say they average out. They don't really average out, but they play so much above. Like Joel may be average, which is really good, and they would play above average, which isn't better than Joel, but it's enough to give them an edge.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And that's what we got to go in there and beat them and beat them a few times and beat them good for me to feel different. Like I don't think we beat them. I don't think we beat them at home, but we got to go in there like. And I said this at the beginning of the year. I think, game 1, I was like, this is a big game. I think now it's a big game. Like, you're thinking seeding, and we can go out there and be 1-1 and then only have home games against them. Tiebreakers, like, it's a really big game.
It is a big game.
But you're giving them a loss, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, it'd be interesting to see our approach and how we go and handle this game. Big game.
It's a big game. It's huge. And they go by Tatum and Brown, man. I mean, every game they're combining for like 55, 65 points, those two. So, and wing defense has been rough for us. So it'll be interesting to see how we go.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing with those guys is like those guys play and none of them have to guard James. Who, James has so much volume with the ball in his hands, like they don't have to guard him. And now that Maxey's coming off the bench, we don't really know if they're going to guard and defend him either.
No. Without Marcus Smart.
And not really defend, Say it again.
Marcus Smart being out, if he's out, that's going to hurt them big time, though, because he does a good job against Harden, usually.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon's not bad.
Yeah.
No, yeah. They've been starting Derek White, but he's also not a bad defender either. But, yeah. I'm torn on this one. I want to see if Smart plays. I want to see what the actual spread is. That'll tell me where Vegas' head's at. I think it'll be a close game. There have been some bad blowouts with those two teams in the past couple of years. But the game 1, that was a close game, right? Wasn't that really close?
I think
it was. And I think they pulled away in the second half or third quarter.
Did they? Okay.
I think we had a lead early.
I venture to say the first half. I was going to bet the first half. I think will be extremely close. Where it could go from there, who the hell knows? Because we're all over the place. We could have a 20-point lead and blow it. We could be down by 20 and come back. So I think it's tight. I think the first half will be tight. That would be a good bet. I would take Boston probably winning it. I would take us plus like an alt line, like a plus like 5 or 6. I think it will be pretty close. As far as looking forward to guys, I mean, like I said, Brown and Tatum, man, they score over 25, over 20 like every game in the past 5-6 games. I take Tatum going over his rebounds because we're not a good rebounding team, and he's been rebounding a ton lately. Horford 2. I take White's points, rebounds, assists. It's tough with Horford. He seems to have his best games against the Sixers, but he's just not scoring that much right now. I'd probably take an alt line on his under in points, and then Embiid's and Harden's and Tobias's points, rebounds, assists over.